Hey everybody, this is Allison from Allykatkreations. How are you? I have fallen off the cliff. I'm in the water and I'm bobbing up and down, kicking my feet and treading water before I drowned. It's bad. But tonight, I'm going to read more of the Emerald Tablets. And there is a section in this book, since we've been talking about the 9 from the Emerald Tablets, that might maybe correspond with the tablet I'm going to read. Before I do that, look who's on my lap. I got Ethan Kitty. So I'm going to work around him. My poor little guy. He has this like big bulge on the back. I don't know if it's a tumor or if it's just like a dermatological issue. This poor cat. Don't have money for the vet. So I'm hoping that it's nothing, but it's rather big and annoying. He's a strong guy. Also, before I begin, for men, for women, for your overall vitality, these DNA drops are fantastic. I take this every day and I'm noticing a huge difference. And for those of you who work out, this is like pre-workout in a drop form. And it helps, all these 3 helps with overall vitality. So if you're interested, let me know, email me. I can give you more information on them. I could even send samples. Yep, samples. So you could try them before you buy them. And they're all organic and they're really good. I probably have a cat hair in my eye. So yeah, so if you're interested, please let me know. Since a lot of people want to go healthy, and a lot of products out there, even if they're in the bottle and it says all this stuff, a lot of things are tainted. Now, interestingly, hang on, guys. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I'm not playing with my eyeball all day. So interestingly enough, when I did read the Emerald Tablets, and it spoke about what's going on in an undisclosed location, possibly the Bermuda Triangle with an arc. Well, Dr. Michael Sella today put out a whole video on what one of his disclosed soldiers who's working on that project, what they did and what they found. It's in there. It's there. And a lot of people are not seeing the link between the Emerald Tablets and what it says and these arcs. And it's not just in the Bermuda Triangle, they're in a lot of other countries. The Russian military and the Chinese military were helping the American military, and some Aztec the people in Mexico who have the dialect of the ancient Aztecs, they were also brought down there to help translate some of the things, and they awakened the Ark. And Tarot by Janine, whose episode is on a few hours ago with Jean-Claude on Beyond Mystic, she did a poll on that, and it's to raise the vibration and get everybody on the same path. So very interesting that I did the reading, and now it's like being proven with information from other sources. So check those out if you're interested in that. And I wanted to read, we were talking about the Emerald Tablets, not just me, the Empty Universe. So this is Awaken As You Read, downloads from the 9 by Matthias Fleury. I didn't get to read much of this book, but I thought this was interesting before we get into the tablets. The Empty Universe. In between all these conceptual outlines that we are transmitting, we need you to understand that the current terrestrial physical schemes also state that 5% of the universe is composed by a mass of common elements. Terrestrial scientists believe that part of this important mass is a combination of baryons and electrons. The rest of the universe is composed of matter and dark energy. This backs up our statement that this three-dimensional universe was invaded by the children of the dark. Modern terrestrial sciences indicate that gas, stars, galaxies, and apparent empty space are composed by less baryons than what should really exist. This subtraction of baryons took place after the subatomic and molecular change that the forces of darkness impose over the three-dimensional universe. Spiritual filaments of dense astral substance that formed a luminous net around the entire universe distributed this non-disintegrated baryonic matter. The dark modification happened after the cosmologic nucleosynthesis, where the first light elements such as hydrogen and its conceptual active isotopes were created. Because matter is a living thought, it can't be created or destroyed. It only transforms, since mass and energy are reciprocally altered. What is really interesting is that a portion of all the matter in this universe that is transformed becomes photons. This partial conversion was completed in a far galactic past, before the children of the dark took charge of the third dimension. Back then, all transmuted matter became pure light. In those times, there was a conversion in nuclear reactions from matter into radiant energy. The mass, instead of becoming reduced, disappeared completely. A fission process was observed, like a light, marvelous explosion, and through a fusion process, the transformed matter would look like the stars. The universe used to be a light universe, where the human body would become radiant with each splendorous electromagnetic bombing. And I'll read the empty matter. The apparently substantial matter is nothing more than empty fluctuations in the void, or conceptual fluctuations in the thinking universe. Explaining this from a mental point of view, we can say that an irrational activity happens inside of the protons and the neutrons, which are the particles that contribute to the totality of the material mass. Terrestrial scientists believe that each proton and neutron, composed by 3 quarks, reaches 1% of the total volume of the atom. This indicates that 99% of each object or living being is empty space. The mass is established by the potency that holds the quarks together. This potency is restrained by a field of implicit particles called gluons that randomly invade its existence to later vanish or disappear instantly. These gluons work interdimensionally and constantly travel from the 5th to the 3rd dimensions. The energy and the fluctuations in the void are added to mass of the neutron and the proton. The anti-quark and quark pairs also travel from dimension to dimension and can break out and momentarily transmute a proton, converting it into different, more exotic particles. The atoms are not rigid, unaltered, hermetic, or impenetrable. They are formed systems that are constituted by lots of particles. The interior of the atom is, in its totality, empty, thinking space. The same nucleus, on the other hand, which seems to be dense material, is also a thought or dreamed nucleus. Alternatively, the dream matter of the nucleus that apparently can be touched is like the tip of a pin in the center of a baseball stadium. So imagine that even if this universe wasn't a dreamt universe, if we follow the laws of physics, we will understand that we, along with all of creation, are but empty space. The electrons do not have measurable extensions. They move like a whirlpool in empty space that is 1 billion times bigger than the volume of the nucleus. This proves that only 1 billionth of a portion of the atom is of tangible matter. In this very second, you are in a fantasy universe made out of rules that don't make a lot of sense. For example, a marble made out of a compact nuclear matter would have an inconceivable density. This little marble could weigh millions of tons. This is conceptual weight ruled by a mental law. This is why we say to you, don't believe so much in what you see or in the physical laws, since they are imposed by a spontaneous and spatial mind. All that you observe around you are just living thoughts. Even though 3-dimensional objects seem constituted by solids, liquids, or gases that can be diluted, transmuted, heated, or touched, they are not real. Realize that you are interacting in a dream with the mental laws that can be transgressed easily. I know that was a mouthful and probably not easy to comprehend, but it applies to the Emerald tablets. Because a lot is tying in now, isn't it? Each tablet I read, in divine timing, nonetheless, because divine timing. Seriously, divine timing. All of these other things are being brought to our attention, making what Thoth put out tangible. Mind you. So tonight I'm going to read Emerald Tablet 11, the key to above and below. So we're going to listen to Thoth first. Hear ye and listen ye, O children of Chem, to the words that I give, that shall bring ye to light. Ye know, O man, that I knew your fathers, I, your father in time long ago. Deathless have I been through all the ages, living among ye, since your knowledge began, leading ye upward to the light of the great soul, have I ever striven, drawing ye from out of the darkness of night. Know ye, O people amongst whom I walk, that I, Thoth, have all the knowledge and all the wisdom known to man since the ancient days. Keeper have I been of the secrets of the great race, holder of the key that leads into life. Bringer up have I been to ye, O my children, even from the darkness of the ancient of days. Listen ye now to the words of my wisdom. Listen ye now to the message I bring. Hear ye now the words I give thee. Excuse me. And ye shall be raised from the darkness to light. Far in the past, when I first came to thee, found I thee in caves of rocks. Lifted I thee by men, by my power and wisdom, until thou didst shine as men among men. I found I thee without any knowing, only a little were ye raised beyond beasts. Fanned I ever the spark of thy consciousness, until at least ye flamed as men. Now shall I speak to thee knowledge, ancient beyond the thought of thy race. Know ye that we of the greater race had and have knowledge that is more than man's. Wisdom we gained from the star-born races, wisdom and knowledge far beyond man's. Down to us had descended masters of wisdom, as far beyond as I am from thee. Listen ye now, while I give ye wisdom. Use it, and free thou shalt be. Know ye that in the pyramid I builded are the keys that shall show ye the way into life. I draw ye a line from the great image I builded to the apex of the pyramid, built as a gateway. Draw ye another opposite in the same angle and direction. Dig ye and find that which I have hidden. There shall ye find the underground entrance to the secrets hidden before ye were men. Tell ye I now of the mystery of cycles that move in movements that are strange to the finite. For infinite are they beyond knowledge of men. Know ye that there are 9 of the cycles, 9 above and 14 below, moving in harmony to the place of joining that shall exist in the future of time. Know ye that the lords of the cycles are units of consciousness sent from the others to unify this with the all. Highest are they of the consciousness of all the cycles, working in harmony with the law. Know they that in time all will be perfected, having none above and none below, but all one in the perfected infinity, a harmony of all in the oneness of all. Wow. So I'm going to read the commentary. Thoth tells men of his time about the ages they and their ancestors have known him, and this alone should have been enough to make them realize his power. He reminds them that he has been the keeper of the mysteries of past ages and has brought them from savagery to light. He tells them that he is now going to reveal some of the elder mysteries revealed to him and his ancestors by the children of light and the lords of the cycles. Thoth tells them how a way many be formed to open the gateway to the halls of Amenti. Drawing a line in a geometrical angle from the Sphinx, the key to opening the secret chamber beneath the pyramid may be found. The cycles Thoth speaks of are the cosmic cycles from the positive side of this arc and the negative side of the other arc, toward which we are moving. The negative side of this and the positive side of the other each have 14 cosmic cycles. The lords of the cycles are of the central all of each cosmic consciousness. They know the eventual perfection of all. For the first time, Thoth mentions the Lord from below, the lower cosmic cycle. Each cosmic consciousness thus has its representative in all cosmic cycles. Thoth is told by the Lord of the Nine that through he is great and on with the cosmic consciousness, there are mysteries of which he as yet does not know. Thoth is told that though he knows much, yet hidden within each cosmic consciousness are things he will not fully know until all become one. My theory is we're doing that now. The expansion of each consciousness is different from each is performing a different part in the infinite plan. Each supplements the other so that the growth of each one reacts upon the other. One is just as necessary as the other, through some can perform greater tasks. There is no real above or below, for these are comparative terms. The cosmic consciousness are the means through which the torchbearer changes disorder and chaos to order and law. What's happening now? Why does a certain someone keep repeating law and order? So Allison is in a lot of pain. It is very foggy here. There is a humongous storm going through the Midwest and down south. And we're not getting the snow, we're getting the rain. But my back is killing me. So just be patient with me. I promise I'm trying to get through this. But pain. Even though I have a purring kitty in my lap. It's bad. The difference in ability of the higher and lower cosmic consciousness is compared to the boy and the man. Thoth is truly giving an example of the microcosm and macrocosm, as above, so below. The lords, through manifesting in Amenti, are yet connected with and a part of their own cosmic cycle. Their purpose in manifesting in cosmic cycles other than their own is for the purpose of aiding certain growths in the soul of man and transmitting the results to their own cosmic consciousness, thus laying the foundation for the quality of the disorder allowed to flow to each cosmic cycle. Perfection would be the goal, though we should always realize that perfection is receding in direction proportion to our own growth. What today seems perfection, tomorrow will be imperfection. For we know that perfection is not yet realized, even in the torchbearer. Thoth says that even now, he goes to Amenti, yet will live with them in the truth he has taught. Almost the same as the saying of Jesus. He gives the injunctions for them to turn all effort toward becoming the one with the light. Thoth concludes the tablet with the command to lift their eyes to the sun and break free from the darkness. It's Yeshua. Back to Thoth. Had to get the kitty off my lap. Deep near Earth's surface, in the halls of Amenti, sit the seven, the lords of the cycles. I and other, the lords from above. Yet know thee that in infinity there is neither above nor below, but ever there is and ever shall be oneness of all. When all is complete, often have I journeyed to the halls of Amenti. Often have I stood before the lords of all. Often at the fount of their wisdom have drunken and filled both my body and soul with their light. Spake they to me and told me of cycles and the law that gives them the means to exist. I spake to me, the Lord of the Nine, saying, O Thoth, great, and are ye among earth's children? Who's thinking about me, guys? But mysteries exist of which ye know not. Ye know that ye came from a space-time below this, and ye shall travel to a space-time beyond. But little ye know of the mysteries within them, little ye know of the wisdom beyond. Know ye that ye as a whole in this consciousness are only a cell in the process of growth. Wow. The consciousness below thee is ever expanding in different ways from those known to thee. It, though in space-time below thee, is ever growing in ways that are different from those that were a part of the ways of thine own. For know that it grows as a result of thy growth, but not in the same way that thou didst grow. The growth that thou had and have in the present have brought into being a cause and effect. No consciousness follows the path of those before it, else all would be repetition and vain. Each consciousness in the cycle it exists in follows its own path to an ultimate goal. Each plays its part in the plan of the cosmos. Each plays in part in the ultimate end. The further the cycle, the greater its knowledge and ability to blend the law of the whole. Each of us have a role to play in the awakening, whether you want to acknowledge that or not. Each of us have different abilities. Some have telepathy, some are mediums, some are empaths, some are claircognizant, some are clairvoyant. Some have psionic abilities. Everybody brings something to the table that encompasses the oneness of all. Each person that reincarnates holds a specific light to a specific point in the grid that's lighting up the world, which is taking out the baddies. And now the arcs are awakening underneath us. Know ye that ye in the cycles below us are working the minor parts of the law, while we of the cycle that extends to infinity take of the striving and build greater law. Each has his own part to play in the cycles. Each has his work to complete in his way. The cycle below thee is yet not below thee, but only formed for a need that exists. For know ye that the fountain of wisdom that sends forth the cycles is eternally seeking new powers to gain. Ye know that knowledge is gained only by practice, and wisdom comes forth only from knowledge. And thus are the cycles created by law. Means are they for the gaining of knowledge, for the plane of law that is the source of all. The cycle below is not truly below, but only different in space and in time. The consciousness there is working and testing lesser things than those ye are. And know, just as ye are working on greater, so above ye are those who are also working as ye are on yet other laws. The difference that exists between the cycles is only in ability to work with the law. We who have been in cycles beyond thee are those who first came forth from the source and have in the passage through time-space gained ability to use laws of the greater that are far beyond the conception of man. Nothing there is that is really below thee, but only a different operation of the law. Look thee above or look thee below, the same shall ye find, for all is but part of the oneness that is at the source of the law. The consciousness below thee is part thine own, as we are a part of thine. Ye, as children, have not the knowledge that come to ye when ye became a man. Compare ye the cycles to man in his journey from birth unto death, and see in the cycle below thee the child with the knowledge he has, and see ye yourself as the children grown older, advancing in knowledge as time passes on. See ye we also children, the child grown to manhood, with the knowledge of wisdom that came with the years. So also, O Thoth, are the cycles of consciousness, children in different stages of growth, yet all from the one source, the wisdom, and all to the wisdom returning again. Cease then he from speaking, and sat in the silence that comes to the Lord's. Then again spake he unto me, saying, O Thoth, long have we sat in Amenti, guarding the flame of life in the halls. Yet know we are still part of our cycles, with our vision reaching unto them and beyond. I know we that of all nothing else matters, excepting the growth we can gain with our soul. Know we the flesh is fleeting. The things men count great are nothing to us. The things we seek are not of the body, but are only the perfected state of the soul. When ye as men can learn that nothing but progress of soul can count in the end, then truly ye are free from all bondage, free to work in a harmony of law. Know, O man, ye should aim at perfection, for only thus can ye attain to the goal. Though ye should know that nothing is perfect, yet it should be thy aim and thy goal. Cease again the voice of the nine, and into my consciousness the words had sunk. Now seek I ever more wisdom, that I may be perfect in law with the all. Soon go I down to the halls of Amenti, to live neath the cold flower of life. Ye whom I have taught shall never more see me, yet live I forever in the wisdom I taught. All that man is because of his wisdom, all that he shall be is the result of his cause. List ye now to my voice, and become greater than common man. Lift thine eyes upward. Let light fill thy being. Be thou ever children of light. Only by effort shall ye grow upward to the plane where light is all of the all. Be the master of all that surrounds thee. Never be the master by the effects of thy life. Create then ever more perfect causes, and in time shall thou be a son of the light. Free, let thine soul soar ever upward, free from the bondage and fetters of night. Lift thine eyes to the sun in the sky space. For thee, let it be a symbol of life. Know that thou art the great light, perfect in thy own sphere. When thou art free, look not ever into the blackness. Lift up thine eyes to the space above. Free, let thine light flame upward, and shall thou be a child of the light. So guys, when you look at the sun, even if it's a solar simulator, which I'm convinced the one that we see in the sky is, what does it do? It opens up your pineal gland. You let the light in. And then the light can flow through you as you ground your body, as above, so below. Something to think about. Something to think about. It's very interesting when we hear these terms, but knowing that the law of one, the keys of Enoch, we're all one and the same. As above, so below is all oneness. And each density has its own infiltration and its own challenges and its own laws and cycles. which in other books it states. So I find that section very, very interesting. But make sure if you're feeling, don't stare into the sun, but make sure you're exposed to the sun, because it definitely helps your pineal gland, which is very important. They've been poisoning people so that you don't have a clear pineal gland. Your drinking water has fluoride in it, which they tell you is good for your teeth. Nope. They put GMOs in the food. Why? Not good for your pineal gland or your brain or your body, nonetheless. We have to let go of all the evil nonsense and raise our consciousness, awaken. And many of us have jobs to help awaken others, like Thoth, right? That's the important point of me having a channel, besides being among the darkness, drowning, going through hell. I'm still trying to shine my light amongst others and helping everybody raise their consciousness and thinking, like, what I read out of this book, not at all easy to comprehend. But there are pocket universes within the photon belt. We are a collection of atoms and neutrons and photons and quarks. Time-space is a perception. There's a lot. So each time I do a video, I want you to start thinking and looking up these things, because it's important for you to do your research just as much as I do my research. And I want to thank everybody for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel, which is helping me out tenfold. So if you can't support me financially, which is fine, hitting the like button helps just as much. It's not easy. I'm not the only one going through this. Not the only one, but it's harder for people that live in communist cities and states, including California and New York, because they're going straight against the Constitution, and they're still mandating, these corporations are still mandating. I'm just like screwed on every which way, and I really hope that this shit show ends soon and that it goes down like a ton of bricks, because no one should have to live anything near what I'm going through over something that is unconstitutional. Taking someone's livelihood away, and then when you seek out help, that is held up. Not good. But depending where you are, we just had the 2-2-2-2 portal, which will close on 2/22/22. So let's hope that these really good energies start coming in. Let's hope that we all start to shine our light, bring out the consciousness. Let's put those intentions and manifestations out there. Let's do those binaural beats and get this opened. If you haven't done so already, it's very important. Especially the way I've been feeling, this pain is ridiculous. I'm just hoping I can survive to see the end of this war and to see these arcs be opened up and created and to see it in action. That would be amazing. But also at night, look up, they're here. And they're making themselves very known. You just have the eyes to see. And yes, Ethan Cat's right here. So I want to thank everybody who's been helping and commenting. I love your comments. I try to get to as many of them as I can. If I don't get to them within a day, I'll get to them, I promise. Today was a little wonky. I had some errands I had to run in a car that didn't want to start, that I had to jump. And I'm watching my neighbor's dog. So I had some financial gain that went straight to the bank, and it was a little bit of a banana nut day. And with my back pain, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a video. I did 2 oracle readings. If you're into that, go check those out. But the pain just keeps getting worse. But I really wanted to get this tablet done tonight and read from the 9, the download from the 9. So sending everybody love and light. Hopefully tomorrow I will be doing tablet 12, which will be interesting. And that I might also isolate and not do 2, but just do 1, because it has to do with prophecy. And it's a short one, so I might do 2, we'll see. But it's the law of cause and effect and the key of prophecy. And 13 is the keys of life and death, which I might bring in another text. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I can keep this going. I might be able to get my light bill and energy bill paid, thanks to my neighbor who I'm watching her dog. So that's a little bit of a time consumer, but that's fine. I'm trying every odd job I can in any way I can to make money so that I can keep doing these videos and spread the knowledge. I'm trying, guys. Sending you all love and light. I'm going to see if I can put the heating pad on and get some rest and feel better. I'm all very stiff right now. So see you next time. If you're interested, please reach out. These are amazing products. My hair is growing back. My skin is nice and clear. Itchy. Someone's thinking about me, but clear. Especially this one is really good for women's health. And this gives me a lot of boost and energy if work out, which I haven't done in a little bit, but I do take these to get some extra energy boost. So have a great night, guys. See you on the next one.